Mega tolerance in relationships: 5 traits that may keep you in a toxic relationship. Relationships require work and commitment on the part of both parties involved to be successful. However, there are some relationships that possess an unhealthy dynamic and become toxic to one or both partners. If you find yourself feeling more incompetent, inferior, or even crazy when you interact with your partner, this merits closer investigation of how the relationship is set up to operate and your part in keeping it going. If your partner's treatment of you leaves you feeling helpless and frustrated and yet you feel powerless to do anything about it, it may be that your level of tolerance is very high and that you possess certain mega-tolerant traits that encourage you to stay in it. Here are 5 traits that may show you are overly tolerant to the point of damaging yourself in a toxic relationship. 1. You minimize or rationalize your partner's bad behavior. You may think about examples of worse relationships than yours. While it may be true that there are worse situations or behaviors in others, that doesn't mean that what your partner is doing is okay or that you shouldn't be upset about it. It is as if you are comparing 2 car accidents. In one you may be paralyzed permanently, whereas in the other you only break your legs and end up with some scars. Perhaps there is a third choice: wouldn't it be better to simply arrive safely at your destination? 2. You hide or make excuses to others for bad behavior by your partner. You may feel a desire to protect your partner's image with others, as well as preserve your own dignity and avoid shame over putting up with hurtful behavior. 3. You take responsibility for and even attempt to cover for your partner when he or she acts destructively or fails to honor commitments. You may be the person who calls in sick for your partner at work when he or she has been out all night and is too tired or hungover to go into work. You may even try to fulfill responsibilities that your partner has shirked. 4. You feel as if you cannot go on without your partner or this relationship, whatever the cost. Ultimatums may go by the wayside, and you may even decide to let things that upset you drop rather than have a confrontation that could risk the relationship. 5. You conversely feel as if your partner cannot manage or go on without you either, that they need you to help them through their difficulties. You may feel a sense of guilt at the thought of how they may damage themselves and feel responsible for their well-being, health, and even his or her life. You are more comfortable in the role of giver than in a relationship where both parties support one another equally.